being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
To the air, it's Hurley. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. He's got great speed. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Hoosiers offense has its first opportunity of the day. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you've got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
With jet sweep pass, and they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has one stop. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they will score! Touchdown, Indiana!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We'll see if they go back to the run here on third down. To the air, it's Hurley. And they got him for the sack.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Indiana! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Hurley. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Nittany Lions will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll try the outside to the left. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Motion from the offense. They go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over UAB. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got the quick completion. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. They'll go to the ground. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Ran through the contact. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Inside the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there and you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Push it ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. At midfield, he's got room. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line.
Nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
Toss to the outside. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
And Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Back to pass, it's Hurley trying to get to him. And the quarterback is snowed under. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On second down, he's looking downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking for a gap. It's Cuber. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback checking off. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the right. And the ball is intercepted. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Looking for a productive play on first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And the Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10.
That's a touchdown for the offense.
Takes the handoff. It's Farrell. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Indiana! And the pummeling has started.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the air, it's Hurley. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got a lot of running room. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
2-9 Philly.
With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
Off he goes! Inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a man, it's Hurley. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Needs to get it in the end zone on third and goal. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all of these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
Trying to get the corner. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. Turns it on in midfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Across the 25. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. He's going to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Dropping back, it's Hurley. Got his man downfield. Finding an escape route. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This drive will open from the 15. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to move it through the air. Working the middle, it's complete. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. All kinds of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Pulled down for the tackle.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a...
The ball's free. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Hoosiers look to do some damage in the red zone. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring and the defense better do something about it.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's...
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Offense gets set for second down. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Cherry. Dumps it to the back. Got his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Running back goes in motion. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for the...